Witch of the forest. Once upon a time, it was winter time, there was dense fog, all the people were quickly finishing their office work and heading towards home. Nanaji was one of the big officers of that time. He used to work as an Amin among the upper class people of that time. Like every day, after finishing the day, he started leaving for home in his car. On the way, he had to buy some goods from the market, so he got separated from his other companions. He took some things needed for the house and moved the car forward. As they went further, they saw some fish markets and stopped to buy fish. A lot of time was spent in buying and seeing fresh fish. When he looked at his watch, he realized that it would be very late to go home today and it would take a lot of time to reach home with all this. Then after thinking all this, he thought that why not go through the forest so that he can reach there quickly. So he changed his route and turned his car towards the forest. It was 11 o'clock and the car was moving at a high speed, when suddenly the car had to be stopped with sharp brakes. A woman was crying loudly in front of his car. They wondered what this woman was doing in this wilderness. They thought that she might be a laborer's wife who had left her house and ran away into the forest out of anger. So they asked her, "What are you doing here in the forest?" But she did not answer and started crying even louder. Her sobs were echoing throughout the forest. Then Nanaji asked, "Where is your house?" But she didn't say anything. Then Nanaji said, "Let's stay in my house today and go to our house in the morning. This jungle is too much. It is full of wild animals. Don't stay here all night. Come, cook food for everyone in my house today and go to your home tomorrow morning." When she heard this, she immediately got ready and sat on the back seat of the car. Her face was hidden because of the big veil on her head. Within a short time the car was at the door of the house. The family members had been waiting for him for so long. As soon as the car stopped, father asked, "It is very late today and all the people have already arrived." Then he told all the things to his mother and said that today get the food cooked by her and she will go to her home tomorrow morning. Where does the poor girl wander in the forest so late at night? That's why I brought it. But Papa was having some doubt that there might be a thief who might steal household items after sleeping at night or while cooking. But how could she accept her son's words? He said to that woman, "Look, today I am keeping you, but leave from here as soon as tomorrow morning. And go to the kitchen, take these things and cook food." He did not answer again. Just the voice of, "Hum-ha," came out. And she took all the stuff and walked a long distance behind her mother. After keeping all the things in the kitchen, mother gave strict instructions to him to prepare the food quickly, and went away from there. But his mind was a bit troubled. Then within 10 minutes she went to the kitchen to see what she was doing and also wanted to see her face. But when I reached there, I saw that she was taking out the bag of fishes. He said very loudly and angrily, "Everyone here is waiting for food and you are still taking out fish. Will you cook it by tomorrow morning?" The veil was still on her head, so it was not only difficult but impossible to see her face. She told him that you should quickly prepare to eat. I will light the fire and the work will be done quickly. And she quickly started preparing to light the stove. But at the same time she was also trying to see his face. But the more she tried to look, the more she pulled her pallu. Finally, after giving up, she said, "Look, I have lit the fire, now do all the work further. If you need anything, call." But she didn't say anything again. Now he felt that it was better to leave from here. Otherwise my time will also be wasted and you may be afraid of unknown people. Thinking all this, she told him that I am coming quickly and prepare food. And left from there. My mind was still troubled. Sometimes she was watching everyone in her room, sometimes at the children, and sometimes outside, lest anything untoward happen. Couldn't sit comfortably even for a minute. Only 5 minutes had passed, but that time was becoming like a mountain for them. Time was not passing at all. 8 minutes passed with great difficulty, and she immediately thought of something and ran towards the kitchen. And reached there as soon as he saw the view of the kitchen, his eyes widened in tears. His feet were completely frozen and he could neither go forward nor backward. His heart was stopping beating. That woman was sitting in the kitchen eating all the raw fish. There were fishes and blood scattered all over the kitchen. The veil had also come off from her head. He had never seen such a scary face before. Hair and nails had all grown. He didn't even pay any attention because he was busy eating the fish. And sometimes those sounds were also coming out of happiness. Sounds like hoo-hoo were echoing. Due to Rasora being in the backyard, other people were not even paying attention here. Even mother was not able to understand that by shouting she might harm the people in the house. He could not understand how to save his house from the witch. Only God's name was coming in his mind. Suddenly she started moving towards him, and quickly took a plate and ran towards the stove. That witch's eyes had also fallen on Papa, so after thinking something, she also got up from her place. Mother did not want to delay anything. She knew that if there was even a little carelessness today, a disaster would happen. They had to reach the stove before that witch could do anything. And after reaching the stove, he filled the plate with burning coal and took it towards the witch and threw it with force. Due to the burning sensation of the fire, she started making strange scary sounds. Now its sounds were even going outside. All the people ran from outside towards the kitchen. That witch was making loud, hoo-ho, noises and was running all over the kitchen and was also trying to catch Mother. But now everyone had come to the kitchen and she became even more scared after seeing the huge crowd of people. He ran away towards the forest, avoiding the crowd of people. And all the people were standing in fear after seeing this scene. And in my mind I was praising Mother's courage. So this is how we got rid of the evil spirit.